Hey everyone, this is Edrian Pangilinan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time, please do consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button and the notif bell to be part of the family. So for today's video, I will be taking you with me to an open house floor session with me. And for those that may not know what it is, an open house floor basically is an open space jam where people will usually come and rehearse whatever they need to rehearse, but usually depending on the name, it will be mainly about house dance / music. So that's what it is. And I'm gonna show you guys how the day went. Check it out.
Say hi, Michael. Yes. You know what I realized? I really should just start acting like a tourist. Yeah, because in tourist sees everything brand new and fresh. Instead of like, oh, I live here in San Diego.
So it's actually been a long time since I or it's been a while since I first attended, and I think that was around late 2014 when my friend, my beloved friend Bernadette, wherever you're at, we really love you, and we're always gonna miss you. So I remember she invited me. She started attending and was like very, very optimistic and very kind of like, not kiki, but she was like, hey, you should go to the open house floor that I started attending. We just dance and do our own thing and, like be with good vibes and good community, which is what it really was. So, thanks to her, I attended. I was really nervous, but I remember being surrounded by such an optimistic, vibrant, and very supportive community. People who just wanted to cheer you on as much as also they were working on as much as they were also working on themselves. So then I think fast forward to a year later, I start going a little bit more actively, whenever I can. It also helped to that my another good friend, Justin Anacleto, started attending, so it really helped to know someone that was there. And I was like, hey, he's into electro dance and very, very amazing dancer, musician, and artist, by the way. I was going there for a bit, in and out, and I just remember really finding a safe space there for the time that I was there. Yeah, so that was really, that history about it, so.
I didn't want to ask. I was embarrassed, but...
All right.
Huh?
Okay, so I just want to share some, some of the reasons why I actually just I stopped dancing after college. On the contrary to me finally graduating from college and finally, earning my BFA in dance. You know what, it actually took me a good 2 years to really figure out what it was, and I don't think there was just one reason. There's actually a lot of reasons, a lot of feelings, sentiments that built up into it, but I think the one thing that I strongly resonate with is really feeling depressed, even though I was not, clinically diagnosed with it, I had experienced so much, waves of sadness, on motivation. I think around that time I'd really just started to, you know, kind of lose all of my motivation to just keep doing it. So by the time I graduated, I was like, well, you know, it felt like the easiest thing to do was just to not do it. So also part of the things that I've realized during my 2-year break really is that I actually need it much more than I thought it needed me. Not sure if that makes sense. Because I've also realized too that like this practice of dance movement has really saved my life, especially when I started doing it back in 2006 when, you know, things were really rough in my household here. Like that was a way for me to really help cope with a lot of my adversities that I've faced, and you know, that's what that really represented for the whole 12 years that I was doing it. So even though I decided to, you know, step away from this practice, step away from this work for 2 years, it came back to me to why I started in the first place, and that was for me to really be able to have the, not necessarily the tools, but just the opportunity for me to get to know myself, to grow as a person, to keep myself in check, and also finding ways to experience joy. You know, I know a lot of this is very subjective, you know, but I just really feel like, you know, that's what dance has brought to me, and that's what dance represents in my life. And even though I've decided to, for however long really, you know, for however long I need to not do this professionally, you know, did it professionally for a good 5 years. Such a beautiful time really. You know, but now I just really needed to tune in and really focus more on myself, so.
Hey, we should bring that here. Can you mention? Yeah, maybe you two will get along. Huh? Maybe you two will get along. I don't know. He doesn't like you. It's not that. We should read a first impression.
The reason why I came back really was because, well, first of all, my friend Michael invited me and dragged me out of the house. He was like, hey, let's go out, let's dance, let's live a little. Especially with the kind of work that I do. I'm a caretaker, full-time caretaker for people with special needs, on top of doing, you know, full-time content creation for Instagram and YouTube / photography. So it can get very, very tiring and exhausting too, to be doing these two full-time things. And of course, with dance being one of my first loves, you know, he was like, we should go out, let's do this, let's just have fun. And you know, I was really scared, I was really nervous, because I haven't been back in that space probably since 2015. It has been a while. So I was you know, I was really nervous, you know, but at some point I was like, I gotta, you know, overcome my anxiety and my fear and just kind of go through it. And I did, and it actually ended up, the whole thing just ended up being really, really, really amazing. You know, it's like, yes, you know, I may not have trained for the last 2 years, you know, I may have decided to, you know, step out so I could really focus on, you know, myself and self-love and self-growth. But I think what was really amazing about the whole thing was I was able to then take all of that, like my training, really my 12 years of training, including my 2 years of self-growth, self-love, and I was able to combine all of that into what became, what is me now, like who I am now as a person. Reflecting back into that day that I went, I really had a good time. I hadn't technically moved my body for a couple months, ever since the CSU Summer Arts Diablo dance intensive that I did, which will come out soon. So okay, so we are gonna tech, so not tech. Oh no, we're not. The best way to explain this was that I haven't felt this joy in a very long time. This joy that felt new, but yet felt very, very familiar. It was like, it was home. That's what it is. That's what I kept telling Michael. I feel like I'm home again.
You're referring to here?
No. I mean, I work these shops. What are you doing? That was so much fun. My body, I'm so happy. My body is so happy.
Okay, y'all. So we ended up here in front of Arco, my old work. This is where I used to work, y'all. And we are actually here at a 7-Eleven. We ended up getting food because your boy was really hungry from the. Oh, I can't here. Switch it. And I just have to switch it so my face could be in it. Your boy was hungry from the lovely dancing that we've done tonight. So wait, oh, how do I do this? Ah, so awkward. So now we're just eating, or I already ate my food. So, but then I was like, why am I not vlogging this? Even though, yeah, I do realize that sometimes there are things that are just meant to be, you know, enjoyed, you know, in the present moment. But also I'm like, you know what, let me actually record this because I think this is like also valuable like content that I think y'all should see, that a lot of people don't get to see. It's like this side of me, you know. It's kind of very random, hood, kind of down for anything. So what do you have to say about that? He disagrees. Just kidding.
No, it just surprises me how little has changed, I guess.
In terms of what?
Just everything, really.
Oh, like oh, just neighborhood?
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding.
How much we change as people, and how little this neighborhood changes.
Yeah.
It's like we step back in time.
Yeah. Very true. But I think it's really fascinating too that we're just sitting down over here. It's like I think most people would like look past this and just ignore it, you know. But yeah, today was such a fun night. I'm glad. Thank you so much, Michael, for inviting me to go out to the open dance floor. And I think the last time that I've been there was like when I turned 23, and I think that was in 2015. Yeah, I remember going there during my birthday. Yeah,
For a long time.
so that's like 4 years ago.
It's been 3 years ago.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we're gonna go back and enjoying this moment. So thank you all for watching. Have a good night. Bye. Hey guys, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope this brought you some sort of value. I know it was just a lot of footages of me dancing, and it's like, oh, you know, like how does this serve me? Also, I think I just wanted to also, you know, put it out there that we can experience joy in many different forms. So I just really wanted to thank you all for coming and joining me into this to the open house floor session. You know, I'm gonna say now I am really inviting dance back into my life, and I'm truly hoping to be able to create more dance related content for my channel. So without further ado, thank you all so much for watching my YouTube video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys at the next one.